was when God now hits me with one question. Ah, I can't like I can't forget the question. He hit me with a question that, what if the person I have for you, you are older than the person? Away. My God. Spirit was like, we need to deal with that mindset. Holy Spirit was like, we need to deal with that mindset. When they first told me that, okay, let me tell you what led to it. What led to it was like, that day I just felt frustrated that I'd been reading all these things, I'd been studying all these things. There's no man, there's no man, there's no man. I was like, are they even this kind of men? Are they even this kind of men? Like, are they even good men? And I was going to have my bath that day, and Spirit of God just, it felt like, you know when they say classroom in session, class in session, that was how it felt that day. It felt like immediately I wanted to like enter the bedroom that day. It just felt like I entered the classroom, and I just kept seeing my friends, my guy friends. Like, God was not telling me that I have them and they are plenty. Like, was not showing me that this is a son. This is a son. Like, I caught the revelation of God's GSM, mean God's son to me, and then it was telling me this is a son. This is a son. Like, he just kept showing me my friends. Like, my guy friends, so he just kept showing me my guy friends. All of them kept showing me, kept showing me, kept showing me. And he said, I have sons, but it is you that I need to work on. I have sons and I can open the eyes of any one of them to you. I was like, wow. So it was not telling me that it's the quality of you that I need to work on. Because I cannot I was just like, cannot afford to like give you my son and then you mismanage it. I was like, whoa, that's amazing. That's amazing. I was like, I repent. Then immediately I repented, it just came to me. What if God's son, you are older than God's son? Right there when he said it, he said, what if you are older than God's son? In my mind I was like, older than God's son. In my mind I was like, it will not be easy, but God, I will choose whatever you ask me to do, regardless. I just said it. And immediately I said it. Like, there was just this thing that just came over me that just be like, and I remember that I now started asking questions. I was now researching. Are there women that married somebody younger than them? Have they talked about it? That's why, by the grace of God, one of the things I'm going to like really settle with my husband is, and that's even the reason why this my YouTube channel, I'm taking it serious now that I'm still single. So that by the time I meet my husband to be, it won't be like, oh, you cannot do YouTube. No, you met me doing YouTube, sir. You met me doing YouTube. If I'm not going to do YouTube, I'm going to be the one to decide that I'm not going to do YouTube. Or it will be God that will say, don't do YouTube. That's why I just started looking for resources, and that's one of the things that I don't like. I don't think God will want me not to put out content. I feel like resources has really helped my life. So I started looking for resources. I saw some women that they married a man that they are older than, and I saw how they were talking about submission, how they are able to submit, how they are able to respect the man, and I was like, God. And that was when I started praying to God for strength, for wisdom. Do you get? I started praying to God for things like that soften my heart. Like, I started praying to God to soften my I remember those prayers. I mean, like, God soften my heart. Like 2022 into 2023, I really did not do much as regards marriage preparation. I really didn't do much in 2023. I really didn't do much because I'm not going to lie to you. 2023, I just got fed up. We have been preparing. Nothing is showing. But then once in a while, I just like, I'm trusting God. Like, I just trust God, and I'm just like, God, you know me. So the prayer I lean on now is, God, you know me. You know what I need to be the woman that you want me to be. So whenever it is time, just position me, help my life, help your baby girl. That's just the prayer I just lean on now, right? And that has been how God has just really helped my mind, that I've now even gotten to a place where it's not something I'm worried about. It's not like once in a while you don't get lonely and all those stuff. It happens once in a while, but it's not something I think I can afford to compromise on. I don't think so. It's not something I can afford to compromise on. Like, I said this to somebody recently. I said, I'm content being single. If if I'm being, I said I'm content being single. Like, they are my friends that already told them godmother already did sign up letter to be godmother. Like, I was just asking myself, marriage, what does it? Is the kids, the companionship, and I'm not going to lie, I've become so content with my life, that with being single, that marriage or no marriage, I'm just content. But I know that God will have me to marry to fulfill a part of God's plan for my life, right? So, and there's no particular age. That's another thing. How old? There's no particular age to it, because there was even a day. I remember there was a time that I was really worried that, am I is am I not getting too old to still be single? And Spirit of God showed me something. He showed me, he helped me to understand something. He showed me a particular lady that got married at the age of 24 into 25. And it was not until when she was 32 that she got pregnant. Ha! I was humbled. I was humbled. And there was another person I saw at the age of 29, the person got married. And the person had 2 kids before somebody that has gotten married at the age of 24 got pregnant. Like, this person got married at 29. And in a window of 2 years or so, she had 2 kids. And the person that has been married since at the age of 24 didn't have a kid yet. And one thing Spirit of God helped me to understand is that time and season is in my hands. I'm the one that gives, I'm the one that gives children. So the marriage I want to get married at 24 so I can be able to have my kids early. Is God. Everything is God. If God says that it will happen, if God, if you know, share. Like, it was just that's what it was not telling me, oh, you want to get married at 20, you want to get married. If you don't have kids, what do you have to do? Like, it was just telling me that there's something you can do. And there's something that I used to say, I can't wait to be married. The day this robot dealt with me in that mindset, like, that he told me to stop saying it. He said, which one is you can't wait to get married? He said, if I don't bring the man, what will you do? I was like, what? Yeah. He said, you are saying it now. I can't wait to be married. I can't wait to be married. I can't wait to be married. You can't wait. Are you sure you can't? Like, that was what he just asked me. He just said, are you sure you can't wait? Are you sure you can't wait? And I just sat down and I just sat down and I just like, wait. I can actually wait though. Because I cannot do it by my own strength. I cannot do it. Like, I don't have the magic. I can wait though. So since then I changed it to I can wait. I can wait. Lord, I can wait for your plans. I can wait. I can wait. I'm telling you. I'm like, you will say you will get married now. The next thing is I can't wait to give birth. Are you sure? You can't wait. If I say it's not yet time, Unko, what will you do? Like, that was actually what I was just telling you. Okay? If I say it's not yet time, what will you do? Kilomashi. So the best thing is what? Position. God help me. Just submit. And the idea of strong women, they cannot submit. So Spirit was telling me, listen to what I said in the Bible. Don't misquote me. He said, it is not the man. The man cannot teach you to submit. He cannot. So he was telling, like, I did a video on it. Maybe I will link it in the comment section. It was telling me that the man cannot teach you to submit because it's not in his power to do it. That's why he said, I gave each person instruction. See, the day my pastor preached around this, I was like, whoa. He said it. I said, I gave each person what they should do. The job of the man is what? To love his wife. Submission, leave it to me. I will do it for her. And that's the job of the woman is what? Submit to your own husband. Each person has their job. He says, so far the two of them have me at the center. I can't forget when he made me understand this. So far the two of them, because one of the things that was really scared of is that, will I be able to submit to my husband? Will I be able to listen to him? You know, this idea of, I just want a man that I can respect, a man that I can submit to, a man that can by your own strength it's not possible. That's what Sister God told me, that by your own strength, all these lists, because I remember I wrote the list, say all these lists, it's not possible by your own strength. But if you submit to God, there's a way God can empower you to be able to do it. Do you know, like, it was telling me about empowered submission. Yeah. He said there's something called empowered submission. That is when you know that you submitting is not by your own strength, it's by the help of God. And that's the true submission. True submission is not by your strength, it's by the help of God. And I remember that when I was just learning all those things, I was like, whoa, maybe I'll go back. Even with doing this video now, it's like a call back to, to keep learning. And let me tell you, I never thought I was going to have a community for singles. It was not part of my plan. When Pastor D, you told me then to go and prepare, it was not part of my plan. It was not. It's not part of my plan. It was just something that, as a result of obedience, God blessed me, God gave me. It was not part of my plan. So that has been how my mindset literally has evolved over time when it comes to relationship. That's now my mindset has evolved. So now I'm not scared. Sincerely, I'm not scared of getting married. In fact, I'm of the opinion that I just want to experience that love. I just want to experience that kind of love. When it is you, like when you have your person, I just want to experience that kind of love. And the beautiful thing about it is, like, I already experienced that kind of thing with my relationship with God. Like, when you have a relationship with God and you can literally feel their hearts, you can literally feel the things that are dear to them. Even right now, I'm quietly staying in a house, right, 2-bedroom apartment, and I have a flatmate. And through her, God is literally teaching me about marriage. That one of the things I'm currently learning about marriage right now is that it's about service. It's about service. There was one thing I noticed about myself, that I had the tendency of nagging. And Spirit was just telling me recently that it's something you can actually outgrow. And I was like, how is it possible to outgrow it? And then he started teaching me about it since last month. That it's not like you don't want to complain, but you choose to not complain. And you just allow God. And there's something recently that happened that I wanted to complain about. I wanted to complain legitly. I wanted to complain about, but it was like, calm down. Show love first. I started doing that, and I realized that this person said, "Do not even see it." And when it was going to be time for me to talk about it, the way it was so seamless. And that for me really taught me a lot, that it's true. It's true to not be a nagging woman. Like, it's possible to not be a nagging woman. I was like, hey, God. And it was just like, just keep learning. Do you get? Just keep learning. And sincerely, I'm not saying that I'm perfect though. I'm a work in progress myself. But one thing I'm open to is, I'm open to having a God kind of marriage, a God kind of experience marriage, And even one of the things that God taught me with when I got into my 9 to 5 was submission. Just that me, in that place, I was already seeing it as a toxic something. I was just like, I wanted to leave, right? But this thing is so important. If you allow yourself, if you release yourself, God will teach you. Sincerely, God will teach you about marriage and all those stuff. And I remember there was a particular time too that I got to understand that, when they say that, one thing they say a lot in relationships, that they say is like men and sex, like men, they love sex, kiniko. And when some ladies will be like, is it food? No, me. I studied it and I realized that it was true. That when some major things that are very important to a man is work, a man gets the identity from his work. Whereas as a woman, you get your identity from the things you cater for, from the things you care for. But as a man, they get their identity, a part of their identity, they get it from the work they do. And I'm already saying it that, how can I serve him in that particular aspect? And so was just telling me that, okay, one of the ways with which we serve him is through food. One of the ways we serve him is to make sure that he has an environment that he knows that when he comes home he can always relax. And God was just like giving me points, giving me points, giving me points, stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay, 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 okay. And another thing is the aspect of sex. And I remember that there was just a day I just wrote it in my journal that I don't want to be a woman that will be bitter when it comes to sex, because okay, I know that it's something that men is very, very important to men, right? How do I not become a woman that becomes bitter in that particular aspect, that is like I don't like, I remember saying it, that I don't ever want to be I don't ever want the statement of is it food be something that will come out of my mouth. Like, I remember saying it to myself that I don't want to be that woman that will say something like that. So I said, God, even me myself, make me somebody that can match, like that we can match each other, like sexually. Like, I remember there was like the day I prayed that funny prayer, me too, I was laughing. But that's just me being sincere. That was just me being sincere about it, right? And I remember there was another one. There were three. There were three major things that I prayed weird prayers for like that. There were three things I prayed weird prayers for like that. Just three would, yeah, is work, in the aspect of sex. And I remember there was another one. I can't remember now. It has gone. There was a particular one also, and I'm really like, God, just make us each other's friends. Make us each other's friends. Another thing that I remember that I prayed for is like, say, okay, this is my singlehood. How do I enjoy my singlehood? How do I enjoy my singlehood? And it was giving me, I remember, go on a date with yourself. During NYC, I did that a lot. I went on a date with myself. I started enjoying my own company. But I can tell you my strengths and weaknesses, not because it's because I've literally worked to that extent of asking myself questions like, what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses, what comes to me easy, what do you understand? Like, just that place of self-awareness, and that's just it. Like, it's beautiful. I'm not going to lie. I like, are you not scared that you will not marry? I'm not. Sincerely, I'm not. I'm not scared that I will not marry. I'm not scared. I'm not scared I will not marry. Whenever it's time, is time. Whenever God says it's time, no problem. Because this life is not that, when you are making, life can make plans for you. So why not just allow God be the one making the plan and you just follow it? Do you get? So it's just very, very important like that. Those are just things that, ladies will be like, kiniko me all those things, you don't need it. Like, one of the things that I even realize is that people that are really enjoying their marriage, they are not always arguing all those facts. You don't need to be arguing. You don't need to be arguing all those things. Women that are really enjoying their marriage, they don't do all those arguments. Just allow God. Release yourself to God to just help you along the journey. I know I've also shared some mindsets, mind shifting thoughts, but these were things that really helped me. These are things that have prepared me. These are things that have helped ease, and I also got the privilege of experience. Like, I stayed 1 year with my parents in Abeokuta, and I got the privilege of experiencing what forever kind of love looked like. I was able to see my mom in their old age, how they were able to like still love one another, they were still able to stay with one another. I was able to experience it, and trust me, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to watch, and I was able to see that also. And yeah, eventually my mom remarried, and it's been an amazing one. And I also got to see that, and I saw how my mom also reinvented herself, and that's something so amazing. You get, like, you are you see, everyone is a mirror of possibility. Everyone is mirroring possibility. Why not just choose to mirror the God kind of possibility? Do you get? Whether you like it or not, either intentionally or unintentionally, you are mirroring a possibility. Why not choose to mirror a God kind of possibility, a God empowered possibility? Do you understand? I never know who you're giving permission to at the end of the day. Guys, I hope that this gist, I know it was long, but I hope it was good, and I hope it was great. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe to my channel. So much more to come. So much more to come. Yeah, I love this growth. I love how I'm growing, and I'm just looking forward to so much more. So if you have questions, please drop it in the comment section. I'm open to hear from you and all those good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.